Here in Daniel chapter 3, we see one of the most popular children's story to tell, and that is the story of the fiery furnace. Here, Daniel's not in this chapter. His three friends were, but Daniel was probably on a trip or something, I guess. He's not in this story. So in this story, Nebuchadnezzar had built a golden statue, all of gold, probably a replica of himself, and said, "All y'all come to this area. When you hear the music, bow down and worship." Why did he do it, though? In Daniel chapter 2, Nebuchadnezzar had dreamed a dream of a statue of different kind of metals, a head of gold. Daniel says, "You are this head of gold." That head of gold represented Babylon. But Daniel said, "After thee there will be another nation that will arise inferior to thee, but your kingdom's still not going to last forever like you wanted to." But Nebuchadnezzar didn't like that. So he built this statue, all of gold, and he says, "When you hear the music, bow down." In defiance of heaven, he says, "Nuh-uh, I reject God's interpretation of my dream. I reject the vision he gave me. I want my kingdom to last forever. So I'm building this statue, all of gold." And here we see that music was the signal to bow down and worship that statue. Music has always been connected with worship. It is one of the most powerful forms of worship, whether you're worshiping God or something else. You see, when we're driving down the road and we're listening to music, we're having a worship experience with something. Why do I say that? Because music was not invented here on earth. It was created in heaven. So here in Ezekiel 28, this is one of 3 places in the Bible that we can read about the fall of Lucifer, which is what led to him becoming Satan. And here, Ezekiel 28 prophesied of Lucifer and says, "Thy pipes was prepared in thee in the day that thou wast created." Lucifer in heaven was a master musician. He may have been the leader, the director, the choir director, all of that. He was a master musician. And music, again, is connected with worship. In heaven, it's connected with the worship of God. Here in Daniel 3, it's connected with worship, but of an idol. And not just worship of an idol, but if you didn't fall down and obey, it was the death penalty, the fiery furnace. And we know how the story goes. These 3 friends were thrown into the fiery furnace. It was heated 7 times hotter. These soldiers died because it was so hot. But Jesus went and stood with them in the fire. Here in Revelation, we see a vision of those who get the victory over the beast, singing as a form of worship to God. Same thing in Revelation chapter 15. In fact, Revelation chapter 15, verse 3 calls it the Song of Moses. Why? Because just as the ancient Israelites were rescued from slavery to the Egyptians, so when God's people get to heaven, we will recognize that we have been rescued from the slavery of sin. Music is always connected with worship. When you're listening to music, are you worshiping God? Are you worshiping Satan? There is no other option.